baseball fans, and welcome. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's Puerto Rico taking on Puerto Rico. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And as we get set for Game 5, Chris, it seems like this series could still have a few twists and turns in it.
Yeah, Boog, the only negative here today is that the series is going to come to an end. As fun as it's been, I wish it could go on a few more games. And the way these teams have battled each other, and with some of the amazing moments we've seen in getting to this point, I think we're in for a great one here in Game 5.
Hard to imagine it won't be a classic, Siggy. I'm ready to see what surprises are waiting for us. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Almost ready to get underway. And on the hill in this one, Luis Ramos. What should we keep an eye on here?
Some people wonder if he was tipping his pitches last time out. He was getting hit all over the ballpark and being hit hard. Today, we're looking for him to make an adjustment and be on the attack side against these hitters.
And here is number 77.
Base runner, and with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Now it's the shortstop. Next offering is in for a strike. Ramos. He's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around by working guys. And a swing and a miss. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in the lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3.
And now Cesar Rivera. The line of the pitch. That one finds the zone, and the count is 1-2.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back. Today's starting pitcher, Abel Matos.
He has great stuff, Boog, but what I love most is his drive. When he takes the ball, he's going to give you everything he's got and try to pitch deep into the ball game. He's a true competitor, which makes it easy for his teammates to play hard for him. We're not going to see him take many pitches off. I can promise you that.
Now it's the second baseman, Ryan O'Reilly.
Certainly didn't miss a stitch.
That misses. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And now the center fielder, Rafael Diaz. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance right back there, and boom goes the dynamite. Oh, fire up the dugout. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stumble. he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Here's some real power at the plate. Geraldo Vasquez. That one close, ruled the ball, and it's 2-1. The pitch. Fouls one off. 2-2. Here comes a pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swings and misses, struck him out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's a big power threat. Hernandez. Just missed. Two down, nobody on. That one off the mark, and it down is 3-1. Hector Mercado waiting for a turn at the plate. Hit. And that keeps the inning going.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
And here's the first baseman, Hector Mercado. And a 1-1.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
2 outs. And another ball. Eric Ortiz up next. This one in the air, center field. Diaz makes the catch in a goal. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. And now, Christian Rivera. This one a win or go home game. For one side to keep the World Series dream alive, for the other, the season is over. It makes for some tense, gripping action. A dive, he's got it. And very nicely done for the out.
Look at the big guy getting down and dirty, robbing a double if it gets by. I love to see that because most times it's the shortstop or second baseman, but he wants to get in the mix a little bit as well.
Stepping in, Harold Diaz. One down, base is empty.
This is that time of the year when it comes down to this final ball game, and there's a sense of relief knowing that you've worked hard all season. You're either going to continue on in your pursuit of a World Series, or you're going to go home and get some much-needed rest.
Two on the way. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Billy. The electric stuff from the jump. There's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Kicks and deals. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. After an inning and a half, it's 1-0. welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in the long ball threat, Eric Ortiz. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact, just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. I wouldn't get too puffed up about that postseason extra base hit thing, Siggy. The all-time leader with 4 is Ken Holtzman, a pitcher, and one of his hits was a homer.
Yeah, Boog, I'm sure he was a position player, though, before he started pitching.
The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That's one out the bottom of the second.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Samuel Torres. One out, bases empty. And down on strikes. And there is another strikeout.
Well, I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Gets a piece, and it stays alive. Popped up left side, has a beat on it. He makes the grab, and that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We head on down to the top of the third. Puerto Rico on top, 1-0. On to the third inning, and stepping in, the rookie left fielder, Estrada. 1-1 now. Ground ball left side. Fires over to first. And Estrada is out.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
And here's the catcher. And the slider just misses. And there's a strike. Good deal. 98. The 2-2 now. One hit to right. He's got it. That's on number 2.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite throw it up enough to really try.
Now it's the DH. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Diaz moving under it. Brings it in. And that'll do it. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here's the rookie third baseman, number 14. That one in triple digits. Got him. One down. So the batting order turns over. Ryan Morales digs in now. One down, base is empty. That one missed.
2-1.
Cracks his bat and pops him up. 2 down.
Number 6.
two-hitter, Rafael Diaz. Inside, almost got him.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Out there to center, on his way over. Brings it in, and that'll do it. The pivotal Game 5 of the division series. And now, number 77. The 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a lower fastball for some pitchers.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. It misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
And the batter will be the shortstop. Next pitch is downstairs. And he deals. Swings and misses. And now it's 3-2. Bases empty, 1 away here in Game 5. The punch out there picks up strikeout number 7.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one. Fully on the attack of these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Now it's the right fielder, Cesar Rivera. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one misses. 3-1.
Well, they've had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And the right-hander's 3-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning alive.
He was all over that one. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped right out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now at the plate, Christian Rivera. And that one fouled off. Tying run is at first here in this decisive Game 5. Swing and a miss. Came out. Gassed it right by him. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Geraldo Vasquez. The 1-1. And downstairs.
Well, these players showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call in. And the 3-1. And he walked it.
Well, that could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and leadoff batters on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a called strike before he takes the bat off the shoulder.
Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Hernandez. On a strike, the pitch. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. goes down swinging for the strikeout. Well done behind the dish.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got a changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Hector Mercado will hit next. Here's a 1-1. Runner on the go. Pitch misses in. Throw to second, and he's out.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Two down, nobody on. Here in Game 5 of the NLDS. And there's a foul ball. Righty to the plate. Got him looking. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. New inning getting started. Here's the center fielder, Harold Diaz. And a pitch. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Next pitch is outside. Kicks and fires. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
So digging in, Serrano. Foul ball there.
This is the time you have to pull out every trick in your bag. They know the season is over with a loss. Things aren't looking great right now, but they're still in striking distance. They need to get something going real soon.
Swings and misses, and there's 2 away.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Here's the left fielder, Estrada. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
The pitch. To third. Sends it across the first. And Estrada is out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So they've been held scoreless through 5. The Sharks on top here, 1-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's a big power threat. Eric Ortiz. And the right-hander deals. And now 2-1. And the pitch. And that's ripped to the left. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Nice line drive to the pull side right there. He didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Samuel Torres. A big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runner at first with no outs here. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. On the ground to the left. Serrano to second for one. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
As a former player, watching 5-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
And now the right fielder. Just missed. The pitch.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Number 14 hitting on deck circle. Two outs. Right through there for a strike.
Triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Ground off the middle. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now a chance for number 14.
Yeah, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Here's a 2-1. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. The pitch. Close, but called a ball. And it's 3-2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Righty delivers. Got it by him for the K. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the catcher, number 10. The 1-1. Good eye in that spot.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on the plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Hit hard but foul off to the left.
You can see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball. Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
No outs, runner at first. Next is the designated hitter. Next pitch in for a strike. Going to count 1-2. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th.
That's about as nasty of a sport as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. That thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. He keeps it down. It's just so tough to put wood on.
Here's the second baseman. Fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball. Didn't square up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
1 down. Now it's the shortstop at the belt and fires.
At the ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
the 2-1.
Ball 3.
He hasn't played behind the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Got it, swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
About a tough night at the dish. Punching out for the third time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable with the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
So first and second with 2 outs. Cesar Rivera now at the plate. Right-hander kick steals. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Two on, 2 outs. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Kicks and deals. That one lifted to left. Vasquez able to pull it down, and that's the 3rd out. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. Puerto Rico have the advantage, 1-0. And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, Brian Morales. Next offering is in for a strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. On the ground, out to short. To first, but it falls off the bag.
Well, it's been strong offense for them in this one, so maybe that wakes them up a little bit. You know, an error can certainly give the opposing lineup something to get excited about. You've got somebody on base, so we'll see if they can make something of it.
And now the center fielder, Rafael Diaz. He's produced the only run of the game with his solo shot earlier.
Yeah, the pitching's been outstanding in this run, so that home run has really been the only big sign of life from either offense.
Nobody out, runner at first. One-on-one on the gun, swing and a miss.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Matos keeping him close. And misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the game.
Now it's the power speed combo. Geraldo Vasquez to the right side. Took the extra bases. Around second, headed for third, headed for the plate. The relay throw. Safe.
Picks himself up an RBI. Really good string right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
One out, runner at second. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Hernandez. The 1-1. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
One run across in the frame so far here in the bottom of the 6th. The shortstop takes the ball. Matos, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Got him looking. And there's 2 down.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position. 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you've got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
And here's the first baseman, Hector Mercado. And on second, 2 down. That's inside. And the count 2-1.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
And it's second.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That one just misses. Eric Ortiz in the on-deck circle. Vasquez on its second with 2 down. There's a swing and a drive. And it's into the gap. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores, and they lead by 3. And that's a 2-out double.
Well done, drives in the run. Loud contact, leads to the double. You could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Scoring position with 2 away. And now the DH, Eric Ortiz. In for a strike. And it's 1-2. Bounce that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Two outs. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throws to first. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. So 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, and a runner left. 7th inning coming up. The Sharks out front here, 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, Christian Rivera. The Phillies in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Fastball for a strike. Moving in the bullpen, number 65. Getting ready to come in from Bob Melvin. Villa, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
And that's ball 4.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short. He's starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let it go.
So up next, Harold Diaz.
When a leadoff man gets on, you want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Set down on strikes. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive out there at the plate.
Here's the 3rd baseman, Serrano. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Diaz makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
Now the left fielder, Estrada. 2 outs. That one hammered center field. Diaz reaching back towards the wall. Up against the wall and brings it in. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Seth Martinez. And now the catcher comes up to him, Samuel Torres. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. And the righty deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their number one job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
The 1-2. And another ball. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. Hard hit, right side. He handles it himself. One up, one down.
Now that number 37.
Now it's the right fielder. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. That misses. Ball 2.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from a warning track if he has to.
Swings through that one. Base is empty, one away here in the late stages of Game 5. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Number 65.
Power slider guy, Boo. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
And here's the catcher.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Inside, just missed.
Well, these guys just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that's the first out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And next is the designated hitter. One down, base is empty. Fastball for a strike.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And now 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. And a touchdown for a hit. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
top of the lineup, here's the second baseman. The pitch. Right through there for a strike. Here comes a pitch. A grounder into the outfield for a knock. Around third. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. A run comes in, and it's now a 2-run game.
Goes through with the RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And the batter will be the shortstop.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
The tying run at the plate. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
That one misses. Look out now. Cesar Rivera waits on deck. With the tying run at the plate, and we're at the top of the 8th. Ripped on a line. Vasquez able to pull it down, and there's 2 left. Jorge Soto gets handed the rock out of the pen, and he has some nasty breaking stuff. And now the right fielder, Cesar Rivera.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
2 outs, and 1 in scoring position. In the dirt, blocked. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Nick Martinez. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. So the lineup flips over. Now it's the second baseman, Ryan Morales. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 strikes.
Ripped to short. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
We talked about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Rafael Diaz, the next to hit. The wind of the pitch. Line drive, caught.
Made a bid for a nice opposite field double down the line. Beautiful swing, but nothing you can do about the result. Third basemen are just used to handling hot shots like that.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Geraldo Vasquez. 2 outs, base is empty. Oh, and he hit him.
Well, definitely a breakdown in his mechanics on that one. He just lost the handle and ended up way off target.
Hernandez getting ready to hit. Right-handed reliever. Fastball, and he gets out of the way. Chris with that distraction and the speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Vasquez round second on his way to third. Coming home. They'll score easily, and they take a 3-run lead.
It's a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he whipped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that help that.
Man at second here with 2 away. Hector Mercado digs in now. And a pitch. It's a little bit low. Runner at second, 2 down. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one ripped. Bang! He made him pay for that one. He's up to 3 home runs in the series, and they add a pair. It's 6-1.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at-bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Well,
they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Base is empty with 2 away. Eric Ortiz now at the plate. That one almost got him. 3-2 down. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Right there, and boom goes the dynamite. They go back-to-back. His second home run of the series, and they add a run. It's 7-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Chris, this one got out of here quickly. Let's take another look with the help of stats.
Yeah, just a laser of a home run. 113 miles per hour off the bat, but it wasn't a towering shot by any stretch, and it didn't need to be. That thing was torched.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here's the catcher, Samuel Torres. And that's a little bit high. 2-1. The pitch. Late on that fastball. Activity in the bullpen. Liam Hendricks appears to be getting loose. And he deals. And another ball. Number 37 up next. Ball 4.
Well, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
The pitch.
Oh, that's out.
And they're at the knees. And the count is even 2-2. Torres off the first with 2 away. That one hammered left field. A strike. Goes back. Makes the grab and a leaping play at the wall. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and the lead is stretched to 7-1. This is the National League Division Series on the show. All set to start the ninth in this one. And now the first baseman, Christian Rivera. And now the lefty.
Can't lose, ball.
And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And he's gone for the fourth time tonight.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. This could end it. Serrano checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. Nope, he held back. And here it comes. Just misses. Counts full, 3-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
2 down, nobody on. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And the pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And a pitch. And that's it. They're moving on to the National League Championship Series.
You win a National League Division Series, you can breathe a little bit as the next one will stretch out to possibly 7 games. I'm sure they don't want to take it that far, but they're just going to be happy to get there. Congratulations.
Here now is our final line score. First are your victorious home team, 7 runs by 9 hits.